Hello everybody, this is Kareem Jackson. You are live on the set and I want to thank you so much for being here. You are going to love what we have in store for you this year. Wait till you see it. Stay tuned. So, everybody wants to talk about this. I'm talking about it more because I'm seeing more of it and I'm being asked so many questions. Next week, I actually interviewed Dixon White. Ooh, the redneck, YouTube sensation white boy that was the first white boy that ever spoke out about white racism in America, and he's a redneck. When you see him and you see the picture of him, you like, ooh, damn, that's a redneck. I can imagine him being on one of them boats, that show where all the white folks is, killing alligators and everything. Being on one of them boats, rolling through the mountain, talking that redneck stuff. Real redneck. But he's the first time anyone in America ever heard a white person actually say, yeah, there's white racism. Yeah, the black folks and niggas, they right. Yeah, that's all true. First time they ever said it. First time. So when it came down to it, I was shocked. I was one of them. So I'm excited to be able to talk to him next week. I have no idea what he's talking about. But the reason that we're talking, I love this, is because he noticed that black Americans were fleeing. Wrong word, let me change the word. Black Americans were supporting Philippines' black American tourism. And more blacks were traveling from the States and going to places like the Philippines for vacations and things like that and trying to look for opportunities. More blacks are moving investments abroad. More blacks are looking abroad to do different things, to work and to do, volunteer work or to be diplomats, things like that. Remember, the ambassador for the Philippines before was Brother Harry Thomas, and he was a brother from New York City. So, black folks, we all over the world. You just don't know it if you're in the hood, and you don't really just right here. But if you up here and you look around, black folks are everywhere. Everywhere, let me tell you, black folks are everywhere. So, the racism in America has gotten completely out of hand. I look at it and I can't believe, Lord Jesus, what is happening in America right now. I look at, and I'm not shocked, because I am a black American, but I'm just amazed. I think it must be because Barack Obama's leaving office. They want to make sure that no black person is going to go back into the office. I think they want to make sure that, it's going to be like done. So maybe that's the reason why. But the Philippines is very, very progressive. Very progressive. So when the Philippines itself is now showcasing and bringing up to and bringing out and welcoming black folks, having black American campaigns and things like that, I was shocked. And apparently Dixon White was shocked too.
White people are racist. Not all of them. But white culture is. Our white country is. Our nation is. Our American culture is full of white supremacy. And we live in a white supremacist culture that caters to white people Everything from the media to education to art to culture to politics is whitewashed. What is not whitewashed? As far as the status quo, as far as the dominant culture, everything's whitewashed. This country was built for white people. And it's time us Americans, us white Americans, came to terms with that and realized we're benefiting from that. We created slavery. We created a culture and a system of white supremacy that has benefited us for 400 years. You think maybe it's about time we stop being lazy as white people and take some fucking responsibility? I can tell you as an ex-redneck, as an ex-racist, now I'm still a redneck. I boat, fish, hunt, whatever the fuck I want to do. I'll drink a beer. I eat too much pork, barbecue. You can tell looking at me. But my point is, and yeah, y'all can call me fat. I don't give a damn. I'm going to always have a lot of haters. I always have. But there's a new South, a new America. That's called white racial responsibility. And it's time we all took some, y'all. So let's take a little bit of white racial responsibility. Let's start by standing up against it. Let's recognize that in every American institution, education, financial, health care, justice, for God's sake, it's injustice, in the police departments, and our police officers, many of them. And when I talk, I'm not talking about all. I ain't saying all white people are bad. I'm saying we've got an evil called white supremacy in this damn culture. Stop being defensive. Get off your fucking ass and do something about it. Speak up. Don't ever listen. Don't ever ignore racism. If you hear something racist, fucking stand up as a white American. Take some fucking responsibility. It's the inaction that has always destroyed other peoples and other nations. It's the inaction. It's the indifference. It's that damn, oh, well, it'll take care of itself attitude. Oh, I don't see color. By God, you better fucking see color. If you don't see color, then how the fuck you gonna help it? How you gonna fix it?
Dixon White with Kareem Jackson live on the set. If you guys don't know him, Google him, Dixon White, YouTube. Phenomenal guy, redneck white boy. If you have seen him before, you've seen his videos. He's speaking out about white supremacy and all the racism and all that great stuff in America, and he's a white dude talking about it, so you kind of gotta listen. And he's really, really right, and he says all the things that most blacks have been saying for a century, but no one believed them or believed us, so he's saying it, and now people are really listening. The reason why he's going to be live on the set is because he is actually shocked that the Philippines is doing black American tourism. He's amazed by it. And the amazing thing about it that got his attention was that he is noticing in the States a lot of minorities, blacks especially, are looking to invest and travel and do business abroad, all over, to actually be somewhere different. Not to move and all that, not that dramatic, but to actually realize that if you're abroad, there may not be racism there where you are. There may be opportunities where you are. And of course, when you go back, you're also always going to be global or international now. So it actually helps you out quite a bit. So the truth is, he's going to be here to talk to us about the States and how he believes things can be fixed. And we're talking to him about the Philippines and how it's very different and how it's different for black folks here because there's no racism. And you know we're live on the set, by the way, too. Okay, let's not forget that. So if you guys tune in to meet Dixon White, to meet all of our other guests, and to really see more about how the Philippines is like crazy, ultra progressive right now. They are doing some of the most innovative things. To other parts of the world, it may not be innovative, but for the Philippines to have their first black American host, that's going to be me, that's going to be an awesome thing in New Year's. For the 2016, we're going to be hosting TV, radio, new magazines, special editions, of course on the set, events and all that great stuff. But usually I promote internationally and market the Philippines globally, or to the Americans that want to live, travel and invest in the Philippines. But now I'll be seen in the Philippines. There's at least around 500 200,000 Americans alone living in the Philippines right now. That's 500,000 Americans living in the Philippines. And other minorities or other foreigners or other nationalities as well. But the American market is booming here along with the business market and the economy itself. So it's about time that someone markets to the folks living right here. And I'm proud to say, yours truly will be the one doing that. Thank you very much to the Palace, Malacanang Palace, Malacanang Palace. It's so hard to say. Thanks, Malacanang Palace, for the invitation. I'll see you guys in January. Thanks to everyone who has helped in all of this. It is amazing, amazing, amazing. I must say one thing too, where they're being very progressive. One thing that blacks, we realize, if you want to get minorities, blacks, Latins, Asians, gays, any of those minorities in the United States to come to your business, to support what you're doing, to support your products, the key is you got to say, you're welcome, you're invited. The mentality, good or bad, especially in America, came because back in the day, they said whites only, blacks only, blacks not allowed, whites allowed, black fountain, white fountain to drink from. They said it. So now the marketing pushes that same thing. You know when you see a black American family in a KFC ad. You know when you see a gay couple in an Audi ad. You know when you see an Asian group for a law firm's ad talking about information technology. You know that. You know when you see it subliminally, marketing-centric wise, they are saying, you're welcomed here. You are welcomed here at our business. Blacks, Latins, gays, whoever the niche is. So for the Philippines, I'm really happy to bring that component to the country. We've always showcased foreign cover girls and things like that. We've always seen really diverse covers, really diverse ads. You've always seen that. But now you're going to actually see it in a more direct way where we're marketing, showing you the best places to go, but we're not saying it so much in your face, and it's not so high end like real estate and things like that. You always see that, but the regular lifestyle, where to go, showcasing that. I'm excited to bring that to you. It's going to be a phenomenal year. And we love when we're invited. The big key I can tell you about right there. One big thing I must say right now, you guys, as we go to the next 2016 elections, is that President Aquino, you will definitely be missed. We have had a phenomenal term. It was great. Many of you realize if it wasn't for President Aquino, none of this would be happening. I would never know this life. I would never know this country. I would never be here. My friends who supported me in the travel when I first came, they were wonderful too, but ultimately it was that visit from Noynoy in New York City where he invited the media and the press, and especially the black media and minority media, to come to the Philippines to showcase the view of his country that he saw. He wanted the world to see it. And a lot of times you don't see that in the press, especially globally, because they always show you the negative stuff. So Noynoy, I would never be here if it wasn't for you. You have been very inspiring, very empowering, and everyone has mixed views. But ultimately, let me tell you this, it is a great situation. The economy is rolling. Everything that he said to us as foreigners has happened. It's safer. It's more open-minded. It's more diverse. There's more English speaking. All the things I've mentioned to you have happened during this term. And I'm very proud to say thank you very much for inviting us. And I would have never done this if I hadn't met and seen him in New York. I would never have done it. So once again, I want to also say, with that tone, is that everyone, please, when you see this video, please stop asking me why I'm in the Philippines, please. It's an old question. I think right now it should be obvious. I love the country. I have Filipino family. I have friends I grew up with. I grew up in Los Angeles. I grew up in San Diego and the West Coast. So of course there's, I think, 2 million Filipinos living in California alone. So I was accustomed to it. I'd never been to the Philippines until after this speech and doing the magazines and things like that, but doesn't mean that I didn't have many Filipino friends. I didn't already know, Filipino restaurants in the States. Of course I did. So I come because I love it. I love the country and I want to showcase it. I'm enjoying the tours that I have here. They have hosted me phenomenally wherever I have gone. Every trip from Bohol to the Shanties to the Shangri-La to Palawan, all the places that you've seen in these 100 tours, I've always been received with a warm welcome, just like President Obama said. He loves it. He thanked everyone for a warm welcome that hosted him here for APEC. Everyone says it. Mendiso, he also has Filipinos in his family as well, and he also brags about the hospitality and how wonderful it is. And he mentioned he wanted to become a citizen in some way and really make it a long-term permanent thing. I'm not the only one, but the experience is different for some of us than some others. But I don't want to focus on anything negative. I want to showcase the ambitious awesomeness of the country and market it to the niches that they want to be marketed to and help them grow in the way that I can. That's all I can say. So people stop asking me why I'm here. It is completely obvious, and if you come and visit, you too will see why I am here. So, as we continue to get ready for 2016, the big thing that we're pushing and we're showcasing is how the lifestyle is very great for everyone. And as a black American, I know I've said it a million times, but say it again, there is sweet watermelon, there is fried chicken on every single corner. If you like Kentucky Fried Chicken is beautiful, phenomenal, great restaurants. If not, there's also street vendors selling fried chicken and calamari on the side of the street, anytime, anywhere that you want. That's a great thing. Hospitality is amazing. Basketball is everywhere. And I had to get used to it when I first came, but I had to get used to walking down the street in the Philippines and someone yelling with endearment, by the way, "Hey nigga, hey my nigga, what's up? Hey, what's up? How you doing?" I'm thinking, why is he calling me a nigga? Where's that from? But I'm thinking it sounds like 50 cents. It's enduring. You can see it's with love. You can see it's with excitement. You can't. There's no derogatoriness, so you don't know how to read it when it first comes at you. You just answer back, "Hey, nothing, man. How you doing, nigga?" And they're like, "Oh," and they excited because they believe that's how we say hi. It's not like in the States where someone calls you that. You don't know what exactly they're talking about. You don't know what's coming next. You might be offended. But in the States, the term of endurement made me feel right at home once I got used to it. And everyone doesn't say that to you. It's mainly the cool guys you see on the street, at the basketball courts, at the parties, and they're the ones who love hip-hop. They love rap music. They love basketball. They love basketball shorts. They love basketball apparel. They love hip-hop culture. So when you see them, besides the skin color, they look like one of us, usually. So it's a wonderful thing once you get used to it. So don't be taken by that if you're coming here to the country, brothers, and be confused. And non-black Americans like Nigerians, we apologize if they're doing the same thing to you. We know that you didn't push the rap music and the culture like we did, which are probably being addressed the same way, and we apologize. But I'm sure that you too see that it's completely and immensely out of love, and I appreciate it. All my Filipino brothers out there, thank you so much. I think you are awesome, and thanks for the warm welcome. So, I want you to understand one thing. When it comes down to it, I really don't understand really what is happening with China, what is happening with all the negative press around that. I'm glad that you see with President Obama that America sides with Philippines and that we do not recognize any of those made-up islands out there that they've done. And I want you to understand we all support you. Blacks, whites, Latins, Jews, all Americans support you in that. We do not recognize any of that stuff at all. So what I'm surprised about, don't understand, is that when it comes to it, in this 2016 Visit the Philippines year, I want to say that 10,000 times, what are you going to do? You've seen all the things, all the growth. China is seeing that the country is growing. That's why they want to be here. That's why they want to own rights to it. That's why they want to kind of move on in. It's a booming market. I want to know what's going on too. So this year, 2016, what are you going to do? Are you going to travel? Are you going to see what's going on? Are you going to come visit? Like I've said before, you know, for Bali-Bians, for retirees, for Phil-Ams, it's perfect. It's made up for you. It's set up. This year we're showcasing amazing ways for you to retire, to kind of go to the Philippines, whether it's for a day, for 3 weeks, for a year, whatever floats your boat, but to go and get that change, to learn something, to kind of get that immersion tour going on so you can enjoy yourself. So we're showcasing quite a bit of that. But understand something really quick. My mother called me the other day. She's really stressed out. She's going through all this stuff. And of course, she didn't retire for 20 years, I think. So she shouldn't be stressed out at all. But she keeps herself in that rat race, in that stress, in that strife. And I'm saying, Mom, just come visit for a few months. Just chill out, relax. Come here and see what's up. Just get a massage every other day. Have great food. Be able to wake up in the morning, not have to have hustle on your mind. That's stress every day. And for most people, I know you gotta go back to the rat race. We know we have to do that. But when I'm in the Philippines, I enjoy the Philippines. And I told my mother, you need to try that. And it's made for retirees, not for me. I'm the oddball, I'm new. It's already got the VFWs and the American Club, and you've got, it's made for retirees, especially retirees from the military or military, you know, widows like my mother. So at the end of the day, it's like, what is not to do? Why would you not come? And ultimately, black folks, we fought for the Philippines. America overall, you fought for this. You fought to give them and to help them to gain and maintain their independence and to grow into this booming market. You may see it as a recession or whatever negativity you see, but at the end of the day, ultimately you helped build. So why not enjoy it? Why not support it? Why not be here to experience it? And then when you go back to the States, you will be completely excited. You'll be rested, you'll be inspired. You know, you may have a bad experience, but overall, no. You're gonna go back and be better. You're gonna appreciate America or wherever you're from more. You're gonna see things that we need to fix, but you're also gonna see things that, like, you know what? Gosh, like I said before, I had no hot water and I was happy. No fast food, I was happy. No car, I was happy. You probably need to realize what that feels like. And I'm just saying that over and over again because I want you to get it. I travel a lot. I've lived all over the world. My family's done business all over the world. I love my country. I love America. But I can appreciate certain things from wherever I travel, especially when you're black. I can enjoy so many things. And anyway, to close this out for you, this has been a great time. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy 2016. I'll be coming back New Year's Eve. I will also be seeing you throughout 2016 with all of our guests, our new magazines. But to close it out, I want to tell you one last time, you need to support 2016 Visit the Philippines year. You can always look at KareemAntonio.com, thephilippinesmagazine.com. You can book. We help you with tours, with travel, coming here, insights, whether it's business, personal, dating, whatever it is, we can help you to kind of get situated, to kind of get the questions you want answered. You can always look at our books on Magster.com as well. You can see many of them on our magazine site for free, and you can also see some of our videos. So I want to thank everyone. Again, I want to thank all of my team. Everyone, thank you very much. And once again, love you. Hope you're going to always keep tuning in to Kareem Jackson live on the set. And I want to just say thanks for being here. Love you guys.